Hey, how is it going again, Guardians? LVnative here with another Destiny video. Well, it is Friday, December 9th, Xur's back in town. Let's go ahead and take a look and see at what he's got for us. So as you can see, he's over here in the North Tower, across from where the speaker is. Let's take a look and see if he's bringing us anything worth mentioning today. Okay, so first up we have the Legacy engram for the special weapons. Now this is going to give you a year 1 special weapon randomly. Now you don't get to choose which one it is, of course, because it's an engram, and it's just a lot of strange coin to spend on getting a chance at some random, year 1 special weapon. I'm going to recommend never buying these, but if there's that one particular weapon that you need and you just want to complete that collection, knock yourself out and go crazy with it. Alright, for the Titan class, we have the Dune Marcher's leg armor with a discipline and strength roll. Pretty decent stats on both of those. Now, the big thing with the Dune Marchers is the perk Speed Demon. This increases your sprint speed, increases your movement speed while aiming down your weapon, and gives you a tighter turning radius while sprinting. This can be pretty fun to use on a run and gun build like with a shotgun. That tighter turn radius is very, very noticeable. It makes you feel like your sensitivity is up way higher than it is while you're sprinting. And this can be a pretty fun exotic to use. So I do recommend, if you don't already have one of these, go ahead and pick them up, try them on for size, and see how you like them. Up next for the Hunters, we have the sealed Hamakara Grasps with a discipline and strength roll. Again, those are not too bad on the 58 and 57 for that. Let's go ahead and look at these. The big thing with the sealed Hamakara Grasps, it gives you the Nightmare Fuel, gain an additional melee charge, and melee damage has a chance to automatically reload your primary weapon. So this is okay. Basically, you could just say that this gives you an additional melee charge, because that chance, it seems very, very random, and I don't notice it that often. Of course, it could be a chance of it perks and I don't notice it just because it happens quickly while I'm in the middle of a firefight, but I don't see that much of a use, honestly, for these gauntlets. There's just way too many better choices out there for your exotic, for your hunter. So for me, it's going to be a pass, but if you still need this, if you're a completionist, go ahead and pick one up if you don't already have a pair of these in your collection. Alright, and up next we have the Alchemist Raiment for the Warlock class with an intellect and strength roll of 81 and 84 maximum. Not too shabby on that. The big perk on this is going to be that Iron to Gold. Chance to gain Glimmer on primary ammo pickups. And then orbs collected when your super is full do recharge your grenades and melee. So this is kind of cool. It's gonna definitely help to get your grenades and melee back a little bit quicker, but just the chance to gain Glimmer on primary ammo pickups is kind of a soft perk in my opinion. I just think there's many better choices out there for your exotic pieces as a Warlock, and you probably will not choose this one, but it's got a decent roll on it, and if you're someone who just doesn't already have one of these and needs it to complete that collection, go ahead and pick it up. But as far as how viable it would be in either PvE or PvP, I just think that you are going to find much better options to run when you're using your Warlock. And the weapon Xur is bringing this time around is Red Death Pulse Rifle. Now this is a very, very interesting little guy. It's been around since year 1, and it used to be extremely powerful. This particular style of pulse rifle is good, with a little bit slower fire rate and a higher impact, has been nerfed a little bit over the time that Destiny has been around, so it's not quite as strong as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. Its main perk right here, titled Red Death, each kill heals you and speeds up your reloads. Now, this is a pretty invaluable perk for certain things. There are certain raids where this came very, very useful in. The big one would have been fighting Crota on hard mode when you had no way to regain your health. Lots of people were using the Red Death to make sure they could, keep healing themselves. So it's a pretty fun weapon, and I do like using it from time to time. I highly recommend picking one up if you haven't, because all this needs is a little bit of a buff. So if they do a little weapon tuning where this, style of the slower fire rate, higher impact pulse rifles gets just a little bit of a buff, this could turn into a beast again for PvP. So if you don't already have the Red Death, go ahead, pick one up. I do recommend keeping this one in your collection. For our weapon ornaments, we have the Not a Toy for the Zalo Supercell, as well as the Crucible Assassin on the Trespasser. So both pretty cool ornaments. I think I will be picking up this Crucible Assassin once I change over some silver dust over this character. So not too bad, but there you go. And of course we have our curios. We got the Plasma Drive, the Emerald Coil. You can buy Heavy Ammo Synthesis, your 3 of Coins, your Glass Needles, and of course your Material Exchange for Motes of Light. Alright guys, well that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful or useful at all, do me a huge favor for this channel. Go ahead and smack that like button and leave a comment in the section below. It really helps this channel out a lot, especially with the new algorithms that YouTube is using. But that's going to do it guys. As always, this is LVnative. You guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next one.